Welcome back to Expert Crypto, and just a reminder that this channel is here to help you. We're building a community around this channel so we could all become more educated, more successful in crypto by learning how the market is actually moving, what causes the market to move, what terms and knowledge do you need, how to do technical analysis, all of that. You all are here to improve your lives, improve your portfolios, and we're going to do so by going over only important information and really getting you guys the knowledge that you need. We have a Discord. You guys can join this Discord. A lot of people that are working very, very hard, pumping out lots of knowledge. They have learned a lot over the past month or so, and it really is going to be something special having a community working together for the same goal of increasing our knowledge and also portfolio size, bettering our lives. But want to let you guys know, very, very proud of some of you. It's awesome to see you really get into crypto. But let's get into the first news article. Going to pull a little bit of George off, little George articles. We will go through some articles sometimes. I thought this was very interesting. But this was the worst month by far for Bitcoin ever, right? So we haven't had a month where we went down 37%. I know it's still the 31st, and we did have some upwards action. So just want to let you guys know that. But as you see here, miners are accumulating Bitcoin around this 30 to 35,000 level. If you guys want to use this graph, it's very interesting to see how the supply peaked at all-time highs. And this is where the short-term holders were buying at. Long-term holders were buying down here around 20 to 10K. And these miners accumulation around this level, right? This is how the market works. You short-term holders who have been in here, you guys are buying up here. You have miners below you, and you have long-term holders below the miners. This is how it works because miners still have to pay fees and all of that. They can't hold forever. They have to sell some off, so that's why they have a higher one. But worst May ever in definition for monthly returns for Bitcoiners, it is definitely the worst return. So it's going to be the worst return for altcoiners as well. It was a very bad month this month. And what exactly happened, right? We had a 37.92% return for May. And if you guys want to screenshot this, I find this very interesting. Normally, we do not have 2 to 3 red days in a row. There's only a few times where we've had 4 to 5 months that were red in a row. And that was during the 2018 to 2019 bearish market that we had. We very rarely have more than 3 months that are red. So if we do have, let's say, 2 more months that are red, right, or 3 more months that are red, we're going to have a nice run up, and you guys are going to be able to make a lot of gains. Just throwing this out there, we probably will have a green month next month, but we will really need to see about that. I can just flip a coin about that whole situation. Not going to give too much input on that. Besides the fact of, let's go over some more news articles and see how these whales want us to cover the situation. These market makers post these articles. They want us to react a certain way, so let's react a certain way. Reserve Bank of India clarifies there is no ban for cryptocurrencies. That's pretty interesting to see. A lot of FUD around that, and it has been in the news for quite a while. But you guys have to understand that there's going to be regulatory perimeter for crypto. This is going to happen. There's going to be regulations put in place. This is the wild west of crypto right now. Multiple scams are happening every single year, or every single bull run. You see these scams come out again. But institutions do want to get into crypto more. It's just unregulated. There needs to be some sort of regulation if we really want to see this grow and thrive. But I do see that regulation might bring down the prices a little bit, but we need regulation for long-term sustainability. I don't see that as a possibility of all these investors getting into something that is not regulatorily available and safe. But we saw flash loan attack on DeFi Belt Finance, right? These DeFi projects, a lot of them are going to cause some turbulence through a bear market. We saw it in 2017 to 2018. Be very, very careful with these DeFi projects, guys. You want to be extremely careful. There will be some stuff that's going to come out probably within the next 6 months to 12 months, in my opinion, that these DeFi projects are going to have some adverse effect because a lot of them have no use case. And with this flash loan attack, people were able to take out loans and basically almost bankrupt the company entirely. But they took $6.2 million worth of BUSD stablecoins. There was a couple other ones as well this week. But Japan regulators warn crypto derivatives exchange Bybit over unregistered operation. The Bybit exchange over unregistered operation, we see a lot of this happening, a lot of things that need to be regulated or else they will be abused, and this is going to cause something in the future that is probably going to be a bad case for crypto. It's not good seeing these types of articles, but it's just the way it is in crypto right now. No regulations, no availability to make sure everything checks out and is safe, and there's probably going to need some, right? But XRP lawsuit update, court delivers another blow to SEC. This is Ripple asserts that the SEC's request communication are protected by the attorney-client privilege, which has not been waived. The judge denies the SEC's monitor to compel production of Ripple's lawyer opinion letters. This is just another thing that, you know, these whales want you to look at for XRP. I can tell you their lawsuit's going to be absolutely fine. You guys do not need to worry about XRP losing a lawsuit or not being able to come out of this alive. They will most definitely, all right? But VeChain Foundation met with China's government officials. They actually were also going to be a part of potentially being acknowledged by NASDAQ. This is bullish for VeChain, but just wanted to show this article as well. And yeah, not too much more, but besides, let's get into the charts. Yeah, good to go over some news articles. I figure I might as well. We're all George, you're George, we're George. But yeah, let's get into the charts. So what do we see right now? Well, we saw this trend resistance line, right? This line right here is trend resistance, right? We had trend resistance lines, and we have this range of where Bitcoin currently is in. We've had this uptrend from this line right here, and we've seen it Bitcoin bounce off this line multiple times, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. It bounced off 4 times, this is showing it like a very strong trend resistance line right here. But we were charting this out yesterday, and we saw this bounce off of here. So this would have been a good opportunity, like I said, around 34K to be putting into some buy orders. But I do see a very hard breakout needing to incur for us to break out of this 37,300 level. But if we do break out of this 37,300 level, I see this downwards trend resistance coming into play. We would need to break out of this 39 to 38K to really see some upwards potential. But there is a lot of resistance up there, and we've broken down off that level multiple times. So if we do reach this level, I will be opening up a few shorts. But I have been putting in a lot of buy orders recently as we have this trend resistance. If it hits this again around 3444, I will be putting in another buy order for Bitcoin and these altcoins. But as of right now, we're stuck inside of this supply zone. What's a supply zone? This is where people have been selling their Bitcoin over the past 3 days. They've been selling their Bitcoin in this level, right? And they've been buying Bitcoin whenever it reaches down in this level. This is the supply zone. This is the demand zone. Demand equals buy, supply equals sell. If it breaks this will be the new demand zone where people will buy, and the new supply zone will be somewhere up here. But you guys need to be able to find these levels to do some accurate technical analysis. But we have this range as well that is happening, right? We have this range of 33K to 37K, and then we have this 37K to this 40K range that is definitely possible. And then we have this little line right here if we do break out. But like I said, this is a very sideways action moving Bitcoin. A good opportunities to farm off of these levels. Currently, it has had lots of low volatility over the past 2 days, 3 days, as expected on a Saturday, Sunday, or holiday. But it's good to see some sort of bounce off of our resistance line, showing some more supports on it. But there will be some sort of activity that needs to happen that's going to be big for Bitcoin to break out of this 40K, even if we do get up there. I do believe that Bitcoin's running out of a little bit of gas, as we really need to see this large breakout incur. We failed once, we failed twice, we failed 3 times, and that's a very hard resistance level for it to stay above. I do see us staying probably below this 40K level for the next, how long have we been under this 40K level since we tried to test it? Let's see. For around 11 days, we've been around this, under this 40K level. So probably another 3 to 8 to 9 days. I do see us staying below this. Honestly, I'm not sure if we will break out just yet, but 8 to 9 days is just a easy explanation for something to not break out over that level. I know a lot of you want some bullishness, want some activity upwards, but when we're looking at the charts, we do not see much potential for Bitcoin to really break out of these levels, as it's tried multiple times to stay above it, and it just could not. But there always is hope, but we are a motionless channel. We look at the analytics. So let's move on to some other alts real quick. Alts are doing fairly decent. They already had their pump. I noticed a lot of whales were getting into these altcoins, and they were moving them up all around the same percentage earlier. That was later in the night, but we'll go through Matic specifically. I see a lot of comments about Matic. A lot of you guys want to know my my positions on Matic. Well, if we do have that dip with Bitcoin, maybe we touch that 34K level. Let's actually compare Matic with Bitcoin here. You guys have to be doing this, right? You compare all these alts to Bitcoin, and you will have a lot better time on getting these gains, right? All right, so we see Bitcoin was all the way down here at 33K. This is on the 15, this is on the 30 minute. So let's change this to the 30 minute. So when Bitcoin was all the way down to the 30K, 34K level, Matic was only here at the 7.9 level. So that is how much percent did Bitcoin increase, right? I'm just showing you guys this. Bitcoin went up around 9%, while 29%. Making sure right here, right? Matic had around a 7 to 8% increase. This is showing that Matic's a little bit overbought at the moment, right? The volatility has kind of died down, but for Bitcoin to increase around the same percent that Matic has, that's showing that it's overbought. Matic isn't doing 2x what Bitcoin does, like a lot of these altcoins are doing. It's very stagnant right now, and it doesn't have much price action. So if we do have a decrease in Bitcoin, this is probably only going to go down to around the 170 level at the lowest part. Maybe we can get to the 165 level, but it's extremely overbought, which is why you're not seeing this push up more than it should be. But yeah, I'd be very careful with trading Matic, as there's probably not too much potential for gains, as the stagnicity in it is just too high. I do see a lot of volatility so far in VeChain. VeChain did very, very well. We've already seen a large push in VeChain. We were talking about this one earlier. It kind of was needed for a push. We had a 16%, while Bitcoin had that 8%. So that's a 2x on that with the Bitcoin price incoming. So if we do have this drop in Bitcoin to 33, this would be a good buying level right here at 10. I would always make sure, guys, to set your stop losses around 10% below. Right, I would say set your stop losses around this bottom resistance or support level right here, which would be around 6% below. I would set your stop loss if we do dip down to here, which would be around 33 to 34K. And I do see possibly another 13 to 20% breakouts. I did give you guys some buy orders yesterday when we were around these bottom levels right here. I know some of you guys weren't able to buy. I would just wait for another retracement down if you guys did not. But VeChain was looking fairly well, but we do have Sushi Swap as well that had a lot of volatility, which is a great coin to trade. As you see right here, Sushi was actually underperforming the market. It was a little oversold, and the volatility increased just a little bit. We still don't have too much volatility, but we see Sushi as a great opportunity to catch on the way down and the way up. In the past 17 hours, it's gone up approximately 24%. Past 17 hours. Oops. 17 hours. Go. Yeah, it's almost 3 to 3.5x what Bitcoin has done, which is a great thing to see here. It's probably going to have a fast time on the way down. I would say definitely to get some sushi around this $9 and $9 to $10 range would be very good. And then setting your stop loss around this $8 to $8.50 range would be a very good price target. Entry order for sushi, as the volatility has really been there. But yeah, we see these trends happen with Bitcoin, and we see these altcoins that are oversold outperform what Bitcoin's doing, and these altcoins that are overbought underperform these other altcoins compared to Bitcoin, right? We're trying to find the altcoin trades that will be very beneficial to us due to price action. And we do see a few trends with sushi right now that could look very promising as we're kind of getting to this breakout level. We're kind of going above this little resistance level right here. We could see a lot of upside still to come. But same could be said for Bitcoin, right? We had this resistance level right here that's about to be broke from right here. We would need to go break out of that, but I also see the other resistance level from down here and there. Right, so this is kind of the area where I would be selling most of my alts around this 37,800 to around this 39K. I would say that's a very, very safe place to sell any of you guys that have these longs in. Make sure to set your stop loss around 10% below on any of your trades that you're participating in. And I will be going over some long-term accumulation buys, all right? You guys have to understand that being in a bear market is awesome for those of you that are here and understand that if we do have a bear market, if we even go down to the 28 to the 25, even 20K level, I'm going to tell you guys some amazing information. I have talked about this before, but let's use let's use Ethereum, for example. All right, I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. This is very important for you guys to understand for the long-term mindset. You guys got to understand that we have these bull markets, right? But then there's always these sell-offs after a bull market, right? This is called the downtrend, right? And then once you're done with this downtrend, you get into this period right here, right? We have this entire period where it was just flat, stagnant. There was some volatility, but nothing too special, right? It was a very, very decreased price. Everything like Ethereum was down around what was this, 90% from all-time highs, 90% from all-time highs here. We'll probably only see a 70 to 85% down Ethereum if we do really see this accumulation phase repeat. But this is where you guys want to be buying and holding long-term in this area. Look at the returns that you guys would have had. Let's say if you bought here on Ethereum, you would have had around a 28x. There's going to be these opportunities where we're going to be going over these great cryptos that you guys can buy once we do reach that 60, 70, 80% down Ethereum. That will do a lot higher than what this current state of Ethereum is doing. We can get some nice 50, 75, 100x's from a bear market of accumulation like now. And what we're doing right now is we're just trying to figure out the market's trend day to day and try and squeeze as much money as we can out of this market. And I'm just saying that, yes, we could still be in a potential bull market and break all-time highs again. But I really want to prepare you guys for a bear market if we do have one, because that's one of the most important things. You guys should not be afraid of it. You should be more excited for it because you're going to make life-changing money. And we are working on a group to find all these good projects and research them together. Not paid to do any of these research projects. We're just trying to share the best projects to accumulate in a bear market if we do have one. Yes, we are down 60, 50%. I know it sucks to think that it could go even lower, but yes, it is possible, guys. We could go down, let's say, to around 1,000 to 1,100 to 1,200 Ethereum at some point in the next few months. But I know that's something very shocking to hear. But that's just how crypto has worked in the past, and I know it's different. But you guys should be more than excited to be ready for an accumulation phase like we have here. You guys will be getting rich if we do have a accumulation like we did here. Even if we have an accumulation around this level, you guys would still make significant amount of gains, right? There's still a lot of potential in that as well. Just want to get you guys excited for if we go down. And I'm not trying to be a bearish channel. I'm just saying that this is how things work. You have an accumulation phase, and then you have this bull phase, and you have this downtrend phase, or the bear markets. This is how all markets work that are extremely volatile. And we all know that crypto is growing, and it's going to get bigger in the future. But there are some outstanding events like regulation, and a lot of these coins are a little bit overvalued, a little bit scammy. That might cause some FUD in the future. But going to be some insane buying opportunities for those of you that are prepared and really do your own research and listen very closely. But yeah, so Luna as well. I know my Luna apes that are always trading Luna. They always want Luna to stay around. I believe their range for Luna is around $6.80 to $5. If we do get around the 560 Luna, I will be participating in probably some Luna trades because I do see the volatility picking up. Luna's volatility is actually doing fairly well right now. Even though they're only up 0.00%, I do see this as a possible good trade if we do have a dip down to here. I do see them probably rising to around the $6.50 area for short term. I know a lot of you guys that watch these videos love to trade Luna, but yeah, that's my portfolio for that. All right, so we'll go over Zilliqa. Over Zil for a little bit. It's up 6%. A lot of these cryptos are up today, so that's a good thing to see. Yeah, I will be trying to educate as much as possible, just so that we can create a community of very educated people in crypto that can give information to anyone who's new and lead them in the right direction, which will be absolutely amazing for anyone that's new and needs a resource. With Zilliqa right now, we need to see this break happening. Let's put our trend resistance down. We do have one from all the way right here. We have one right there. We have this. Broke right there. But yeah, I do see Zilliqa still being able to obtain a comfortable 14% from where it's at right now, but I would definitely set a buy order at the bottom of this trend right here around this 10.04 range. I am bullish on Zilliqa, not market cap wise, but market dominance, meaning how much is their market cap going to be compared to these other cryptos. BTC double bottom on the 1 hour chart neckline around 3600. I'll look into that. I have been looking into Bitcoin a lot recently, but we do see, yeah, let me go on the 1 hour chart and see that. Double bottom one. Yeah, I do think we're going to have a third bottom right here, and around this 34,500 level to this 35K level. We'll probably have a little downtrend here. We've had one bounce, we've had two bounce, we've had three, we've had four off this trend line. If we do have another one, I would definitely recommend setting the stop loss around 5% below, just in case it wicks below. I would make your altcoin stop losses around 7% on this buy order when Bitcoin hits 34.5K. But we will probably see, most likely after we've seen these four other bounces, a fifth one off this line. Maybe that's what the market makers want us to believe, but this line is showing a lot of support, and I do see some bearishness and then some bullishness. Again, we're just going very flat, very non-volatile as of right now. It wasn't a bloody Sunday, guys. It wasn't a bloody Sunday indeed. When everyone's saying something, when the largest crypto influencers, the largest crypto influencers on YouTube, you guys have to understand these market makers watch these videos, and if you were a market maker and you wanted to make money off of other people's trades, aka liquidating their fans, which you can make a lot of money doing, you would make videos or you would make trades based off of these large YouTubers. It's not a bad idea at all. It's a very profitable idea that could work and make a lot of money. Just saying that just so you guys remember to do your own research and to really try and understand where the trends are going yourself. If you see someone putting a bearish video out, look maybe at the charts to see how it could be bullish. Or if it's bullish, maybe look how it could be bearish, and try and look a little bit outside the box, a little outside the realm of YouTube. I have books in the description to help you guys with learning how to defend against market makers, as that's something that can make you very powerful actually working with the market makers instead of trying to work against them, by the way. It's a very powerful book that I put in the description. But yes, it looks a little bit bearish than bullish. It's honestly a coin flip at this point from this zone right here. But we have seen a lot of breakdowns off this level. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw one again. But that is just my that's just my TA on Bitcoin. The indicators are looking a little bit bearish just because the RSI is so high right now. But I would really make sure to set some orders down here, possibly around this 34.5 to this 35K for buy orders. And I would sell some sell orders around this 37, 38, 39K area. And yeah, that's really my my TA on Bitcoin and the rest of the market. A lot of things are going up today, but I do see some of them coming down as we have this decrease in Bitcoin price as we've been just moving sideways the past couple of days. But that's my that's the end of the video for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Yes, we do actually. Before I go, yeah, with this 37,200 level, we've marked it off before. That we've had a lot of trouble breaking it, guys. We've tried to break it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times now, and we can't. So a lot of support here as well. Just throwing that out there. But thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.